I am Elizabeth Dartnell, the Executive Director of the Sexual Violence Research Initiative. The SVRI is the largest global network dedicated to research on violence against women, violence against children, and other forms of gender-based violence. We have over 13,500 members across 180 countries. At the SVRI, we love all of our work, and our research grants hold a very special place in it. Over the past 20 years, we've invested close to $11 million in locally led research across 57 low and middle income countries, all of it aimed at understanding, preventing, and responding to violence against women and children. This year, we are funding 10 new research grants supported by the Swedish International Development Cooperation Agency (SIDA) and Canada's International Development Research Centre. Most of our funding is open, shaped by what the field tells us matters. This year, some of it is also directed towards a priority we and our partners wanted more research on: gender-based violence in higher education. The grants funded this year span violence against transgender women, gender-based violence in public spaces, trauma-informed services for survivor mothers, and gender-based violence in higher education, with a focus on STEM fields, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. 10 projects across 10 countries. Each of these projects places real weight on turning evidence into policy and practice. This is an investment in people, in researchers who, with the right support, will produce evidence that shapes what policymakers prioritize, what institutions do, and what communities demand. And these grants matter even more right now when research funding is under real pressure, most of all in low and middle income countries where the need is greatest. We are grateful to our partners for making this possible and prouder still of the researchers it supports. Please join me in celebrating their work. And now, meet the researchers behind the SVRI Research Grants 2026.
My name is Ana Coaglino, and I'm Deputy Secretary for Promotion of Equity and Gender at the Faculty of Exact and Natural Sciences at the University of Buenos Aires here in Argentina. The focus of our research is to better understand gender-based violence and how it affects the everyday academic lives of our students. We also aim to get knowledge about technology-facilitated gender-based violence that has increased since pandemic, and we want to use this knowledge to facilitate people in our institution to access the support mechanisms more easily. And our team is composed of 3 different Argentinian institutions: our institution, Philosophy and Letters, and the National University of Rosario.
In this project, we will co-design digital tools to provide clear information to support services for people experiencing gender-based violence.
Esperamos poder colaborar a que las respuestas institucionales y comunitarias sean cada vez mejores y que las personas afectadas encuentren los mejores canales de ayuda.
My name is Persis Sidhwa. I'm a lawyer at Rati Foundation for Social Change, and we are based in Mumbai, India. Our research explores the experiences of mothers who are survivors of domestic violence while also supporting their children who have experienced sexual violence.
This project is unique because it centers mothers' dual experiences of trauma and caregiving, and it generates much needed evidence to guide integrated trauma-informed responses for women and children.
The findings of our research will strengthen collaboration between child protection systems, legal systems, health systems, as well as domestic violence response systems in India.
My name is Dr. Huli MPDI. I work as a lecturer at University Nahdlatul Ulama Mataram, Lombok, Indonesia. The focus of my research is strengthening gender-responsive safety mechanism in STEM faculties of university.
Through our research, we'd like to understand why many cases of violence remain unreported and how universities can build safer and more supportive environments for students. The change I'm hoping to see is stronger university policies and reporting systems that help prevent and respond to gender-based violence. Ultimately, our research aims to support safer campus and contribute to positive policy improvement in higher education.
My name is Mohammed Khalis. I am the director of the Department of Public Health and Clinical Research at the Mohammed VI Center for Research and Innovation. I am based in Rabat in Morocco. The focus of our project is gender-based violence against women in Moroccan universities, particularly regarding women studying in STEM faculties in our country. Through our research, we want to measure how we spread this problem really among students in health sciences and build an anonymous reporting system and a prevention program co-designed with the students themselves. If our research achieves its objectives, it could mean that universities in Morocco have, for the first time, solid evidence on gender-based violence affecting women in STEM faculties.
Hello, my name is Rahima Tahir and I'm the Manager Linkages and Outreach here at Zimbabwe University. We are based in Karachi, Pakistan. The research gap that we want to identify is to help see how safe the universities here in Pakistan actually are for the female staff and the students through their lived experiences and how they walk through the hallways. For this research, we will be identifying how and what harassments are faced by the females here, and do they actually feel safe enough to report them, and if they do so, how much is that taken into account. The change we want to create through our project is to help the universities here in Pakistan realize that policies are just not meant to be on paper, whether they have to be followed, and if not done so, accountability will be held.
My name is Gustavo Acosta Matos. This project is based at the Pontificia Universidad Católica del Perú, my alma mater, in partnership with the University of Michigan and Peru's Ministry of Women. Harassment is pervasive in Lima's transport system, but we still don't know which low-cost, scalable interventions can make a meaningful difference. We're testing two approaches: trained community volunteers who are visible present at bus stops, and targeted anti-harassment messaging. If our research achieves its objectives, Peru could have a proven low-cost model for reducing harassment in public transport, one that the Minister of Women could adopt and scale across the country.
My name is Philip Saamar. I'm a researcher at the Center for Community and Public Health Improvement in Sierra Leone. Our research looks at the gender-based violence experiences among students at Frobe College and how the university responds when these incidents occur. We are also interested in understanding whether the gender-based violence experiences of students in the STEM faculties differ from those in the arts or humanities. Our study is first of its kind in Sierra Leone, focused on gender-based violence on university campuses. The change we want to see is universities taking stronger action to prevent gender-based violence on campuses and to provide better support to students who experience it.
My name is Dr. Anisa Mullah. I work at the Health Economics and Epidemiology Research Office within the Vital Consortium at the University of Witwatersrand. Our research addresses the issue of STEM students in low and middle-income countries who face overlapping risks for sexual and gender-based violence perpetration and victimization.
We know that GBV doesn't occur in a vacuum. It is impacted by the intersection of a number of factors, with alcohol, substance use, and mental health serving as key contributors. Our work directly addresses this intersection.
This study proposes to implement a user-centric digital mental health ecosystem called Modem Plus, which is an intervention that will be integrated to run alongside the university's learning management system. The change we are hoping to see is reduced alcohol and substance usage, improved mental health, and reduced SGBV perpetration and victimization among STEM students at our university.
My name is An Thanh Ly. I'm currently working in Hanoi, Vietnam, and I am a lecturer at the School of Preventive Medicine and Public Health. Our study is the first in Vietnam to examine the scope, patterns, and severities of polyvictimizations among transgender women in the country. This study will provide evidence on prevalence of experiencing multiple violent types among Vietnamese transgender women and its determinants. Our findings will inform more inclusive policies and strengthen the support and prevention effort, and ultimately try to improve the well-being of transgender women throughout the country.
My name is Lydia Majigira Panze, the Executive Director for the Forum for African Women Educationalists, Zimbabwe, which will work in partnership with Bindura University of Science Education in this grant. The focus of our research is to improve gender responsiveness and reduce gender-based violence in STEM faculties within institutions of higher education in Zimbabwe. Our research will strengthen institutional capacities to prevent and respond to gender-based violence, expand mentorship networks, and establish an enduring digital platform supporting gender equity efforts.
Progen Hub will also develop a gender-responsive mentorship and change champions toolkit to foster inclusive mentorship, psychosocial support, and leadership development tailored for marginalized learners in STEM.
The change that I hope to see through this research is the integration of survivor-centered standards, harmonization of GBV safeguards, embedding gender responsiveness into STEM and institutional frameworks, and the formalization of digital reporting tools, thereby driving systemic and sustainable change in higher education.
On a personal note, I've been working with gender-based violence since almost 10 years now, and that journey has deeply shaped my feminist perspective.
We have witnessed how mothers who are survivors of domestic violence have a dual burden, a burden that includes managing their own trauma, as well as managing the system and managing the trauma and system for their children who have experienced sexual violence.
As an educator, I have seen how barriers, silence, and unequal power relation can affect students' well-being, and I hope this research can contribute to lasting institutional change.
As a professor, mentor, and teacher who interacts closely with students every day, I believe universities have responsibility to better understand this issue and to create a safe environment where all students have an equal opportunity to succeed.
Growing up, I've seen many females pull back from opportunities and shrink themselves, not because they lack the ability to, but because the system that is built around us is built in a way that it teaches us that our safety is not worth fighting for. Hence, this is what sets this research in motion.
I grew up in Peru and saw this issue firsthand while commuting. I want to produce evidence that helps policymakers make public spaces safer for women.
As a Fruby College alumnus, I care deeply about the well-being of students and their safety on university campuses.
As a woman who works in a STEM discipline in South Africa myself, I am very aware of all of the multiple risk factors that many other females in STEM disciplines face on an ongoing daily basis.
Over the years, I have witnessed how transgender women suffers from violence, discriminations, and social exclusions, and often their needs remain unmet in policies and research and invisible as well.
I'm personally motivated to be part of this research because I believe that higher education should be a space of equity, a space of inclusion and innovation.